Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on competitive multiplayer with Daggerwin. Well, a bit of an unusual start for me this time because I'm actually starting about an hour after Daggerwin because my game decided to update. Well, actually everyone's game decided to update, but Daggerwin was faster at getting his sorted out before I had a chance to, so I am about an hour behind him. Fortunately, he has agreed to slow time down, so currently, as you can see there, time is on ×1 because otherwise I would have missed the entire day by the time I got in the server. So yes, I am now finally here. You may have already seen on Daggerwin's video how much later I joined after him, and that's because my game was updating for about an hour and a half or something ridiculous. I think it's the giant servers that are super slow because it was only a 2.5 gigabyte update or something, 2.3 gigabytes, but it took absolutely ages. I'm sure Daggerwin may have mentioned it as well. Anyway, we're here now and I can finally make a start on the harvest. I am going to get the helpers to do this, of course, because I have probably got other jobs that I need to get on with. Hopefully this is going to work. This will need baling as well, of course. There is straw, so we're going to get this baled after it's made a bit of a start on it. This is the wheat which will be going into the mill for processing into the bakery for flour. So yes, we desperately need lots and lots of grain for keeping the bakery running, because it has been stopped for the past few months. It was started again last episode, so in June. It's been running since, but yeah, we did lose a few months, probably about 3 or 4 months, where it wasn't doing anything because there was no grain anymore, no flour anymore available. But yeah, we can make a start now. We've got this going, so that's all good. And now I need to check on what other things are going on, because I've literally only just got in the server. I'm desperate to try and make a start, and yeah, it's taken a bit longer than I was expecting. Right, okay, so here we go. This is my Cooper production, which we just started, and a few of you said that the bathtubs were the more profitable thing to do rather than the barrels. So we've already sold the barrels, and now we have a few bathtub pallets which can be sold. I'm not sure when the best price to sell them is, or best time to sell them. Bathtubs, there we go. Looks like, well, it's about the same most of the year actually. It doesn't really change a whole lot, so we can pretty much sell them any time. But now is as good a time as any, so we can get them sold today probably. The wood chips we're going to keep though until the price of them goes up in January, so we're going to be keeping them. Apparently though, you can, I haven't tried this, but you can park a trailer alongside it and it will fill up like a fertiliser bag into a fertiliser spreader, apparently. So I'll have to try that. That would be useful, unless we have to actually physically lift it over the trailer to make it unload, but certainly apparently we can put them into trailers and sell them in bulk rather than transporting pallets, which would be easier, I suppose. There is some more milk pallets over here, so we'll get them moved across to the dairy to keep that running. Let's jump into the Fiat to move these pallets. And I'm not sure how the goats are doing for feed, I haven't checked that yet, but we should do that. I also should check the used sales as well in case there is anything of interest. But I would like to try and build a larger sawmill today, because it's been a while since we we need to get one really, because Daggerwin I think has had one for a while, and we're losing out really compared with what he's making money wise. So yeah, if we get that sawmill up and running today, that'd be good. It'll help bring in some more money. But first of all, I'll just get these moved. This is actually the area I was thinking of putting it. We're going to probably sell the small sawmill, which is not very efficient at all, it's very slow, and we'll replace that with a larger one. We will need, of course, to have a supply of wood though, which we don't really have at the moment. Well, we do, we have the trees, but they're not fully grown yet, and I would prefer to cut them down when they're fully grown so we get a lot more wood out of them that way. I have still got some trees up at the other farm though, so we can use those. It just means dragging them across the road. But yeah, I think this sawmill's probably out of wood by now. Let's just check the productions and everything. Oh, check the goats. See, they're fine. The meadows looks like it's regrown now. That's good. Yeah, so greenhouses are good. I did fill that up off camera before I started, or before I ended the last episode. Let's just check. So the dairy's running. That's all good. Cooper production has got its planks coming in from the sawmills. Yeah, the small sawmill has now run out of wood, so we'll deactivate all of them. We don't want them running anymore, and I will change the thing to selling on these. We'll get them sold, what little is left in there, because yeah, there's not enough to spawn another pallet, so we might as well just sell them as they are. The mills are both empty, but we will be filling that one up with wheat, so that one will be going wheat. And the big sawmill is okay at the moment. It's got 10,000 litres left, but it will need some more wood in this episode. So yeah, that will need doing. Right, okay, so what we're going to do then now, the combine will need a trailer actually to unload it, so we'll get that sorted out first, I think, with this tractor here. Yep, so I was just unloading the water from the Bowser into the greenhouses to keep them running. But yeah, let's get the Lvly trailer, wherever that's gone. Where is that? I've forgotten where I've left the Lvly trailer. It's around somewhere. Probably down at the other field, is it? Or no, it's probably through here. I think I left it over here. There it is, yeah. So yeah, that needs to go to the wheat field and we'll get the combine unloaded. I'm not sure, I haven't checked on my other fields, but I think they're all okay. It's starting to get towards harvest time now. Luckily we haven't got too much to harvest today. There is this canola field and the wheat field that we're currently in, but I think that is all the harvest for today, those two fields, because there is rain on the forecast. That's why I'm thinking there's rain and I don't want to be harvesting too much on a wet day because we will lose a lot of yield, so I'm trying to get this done before the rain arrives. Of course it's not long until the rain does arrive, so we probably won't get both fields done before the rain comes, which means we'll have to pause the harvest and wait until the rain stops, which I'm hoping will happen before too long. I hope we'll get this done before the rain, but hopefully the rain will move away before the end of the episode so we can get it finished. But yeah, here's the combine. Of course, working with the auger on the wrong side, so I can't unload it, as usual. Luckily I don't think it's full yet, so we will just wait for that to get full. I think that'll be the best thing, rather than driving in the crop. Oh dear, that's lagged me into the hedge. I'll just leave the trailer here for the time being then, until that combine is available to unload. Just checking the used sale, and actually the baler that I had trouble with last episode is in the used sale now, of course, because I sold it. If I bought that back again I wouldn't lose too much money, and apparently the people were saying that the problem was potentially, well, it's either the map. I'm not sure whether I should risk this again or not. It's a bit risky, but yeah, it's because I didn't set this when I first bought it. I don't think I want to risk it. I don't want to mess about, and yeah, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to get tempted to buy it again. I don't know what's wrong with that baler. I don't know whether it is the map or whether it's because I didn't set the twine when I first purchased it. But whatever it is that's at fault, I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to stick with what I know for the time being, because I want to build this sawmill today anyway. So yeah, we'll focus on that and get some money coming in rather than messing about with baler again. This is almost full now, so we need to get that unloaded. And when we've done that, I'm going to cut some more trees for this sawmill and then build the other sawmill. We're going to have to go do a lot of forestry today, I think, between harvests to get both these sawmills running. This combine is not going to get all the way to the end, I don't think, before it gets full. I can already see it's coming out the top, so I think I'm probably going to have to stop it. Actually, I can drive in the crop with the tractor because it's got narrow tyres on. I don't think the trailer will work though. Is it? What's it doing? I think the trailer will damage the crop. I don't know whether I should try this or not. Actually, it might be alright. No, it is damaging the crop. Oh dear. Well, it's not too bad. It's got very thin tyres, this trailer, so it's not damaging it too much. The tractor isn't damaging the crop because that's got narrow tyres on. But yeah, I'm just going to unload it here. It hasn't done too much damage there. It's just that tiny corner. So I think we'll be alright at that. Anyway, I'm going to time-lapse now. We're going to continue doing this harvest with the helper, and I'm going to start to drag some trees to the original sawmill, and we'll get rid of the small sawmill, ready to build the new one, the big one. Or I say the big one, the most expensive one. Here's the rain, so yeah, we need to stop the combine before it continues any further. Oh, it stops, that's good. Okay, that'll save that. Yeah, so we have to wait until the rain stops before we can continue. Luckily, it doesn't look like it's going to be a really long shower. It's going to stop raining, I think, in about 2 hours' time, so around about 1 PM, 2 PM, possibly at the latest. But yeah, that's not too bad. We should be able to still get this done today. We've got just this field, which is almost finished anyway, and the small canola field over there. It'll actually be good when that canola field is harvested, because then I'll be able to get the access to those American elm trees a bit easier. Because as you've seen there, it's a bit of well, it's not too bad. I'm kind of cutting through the hedge a bit to get through the gateways with them, because they are quite wide, but it is doable, just about. But it would be good when those oak trees near the sawmills are finished or fully grown, because they'll be worth quite a lot. There'll be a lot more wood in them, and a lot nearer to the sawmill compared with the ones that I'm doing at the moment. Anyway, we will stop that there. You won't continue. We'll leave that until the rain has stopped. We can take this load to the sawmill, not the sawmill, the mill, the normal mill, grain mill. Because it was almost a full load, and we can get that processing again into flour for the bakery, because no doubt the bakery's probably stopped as well, maybe, because we did have a bit of flour, but I don't know how long it takes to get through it all. Probably has used most of it up by now. See if I've got time to check to see if it's still running or not. Bakery, yeah, it's still running, just about. It's got 3,700 litres left of flour, so this will help keep it running for a bit longer. But yeah, we definitely need to grow more grain cereal crops for the mills to keep them running, because it is a bit of a struggle. Oh, I've gone the wrong way again. It's it's a bit annoying that you got to get to the mill. You've got to go through down this track, because otherwise you can't make the turn. It's not the end of the world. It's just a bit annoying because you can't turn. It's too sharp. It's just a U-turn, and I can't do it with such a long vehicle. So we'll get this tipped at the mill and keep that production running, and then I'm going to build the new sawmill. I know it's not going to have enough wood to keep it running at the moment, but when I've got all of these, there's a lot of oak trees here, which it doesn't look like as much, but all the way around this field and all the way around the sawmill there are oak trees, which when they're fully grown it's going to be a lot of wood. And I think with all of them and the American elm that I've got at the main yard, I think I should have enough wood to keep both the sawmills running up until the end of the series. I hope. That's the plan anyway. I could try and plant some more, but they probably won't get to be fully grown before the end of the series, depending on how long we do keep this series running for. But we have got quite a lot. I planted a lot of trees, so I think we should be okay for at least a long time, if not the whole series. But we'll see on that, see how accurate my guess is. Anyway, we'll tip that and get this mill running again. That'll need activating, so it's the Polish grain mill that I'm running here. So we will activate the wheat flour this time. Activate, there we go. Excellent. That's going to be running again. So now we're going to demolish the old sawmill and build a newer, bigger one. So go into construction. I know I said initially I was going to keep this for the rest of the series, but it is just really super slow. So this is going to be going. We get 18,000 back for it. I'll have to move that pallet though, because that's going to be in the way. We'll use the Fiat for that. Oh, it said 18,000, but we actually got 16,900. Okay, well, still better than nothing, but yeah, not quite as much as I was hoping. Now the question is, will it fit here? I hope it will. I think it did sell as well, because time's moved on since I set that to auto sell, so I think it will have sold those remaining planks that were in the mill. I saw the money went up a bit at the 10 o'clock, so it should be good that. Just leave that there for now, and let's go back into construction again, and we will build the big sawmill, which is the £300,000 sawmill, and that is this one. Okay, so that's going to need rotating. I think it will fit there. Okay. Pretty sure there's nothing that happens around the back, so everything happens at the front, so I can put it as close to the goat fence as I can. There we go. It doesn't like being so close to the fence, but if I press B it's okay. There we go, so let's build that. Hope for the best. That is not cheap. But yeah, we're going to get that running, and then that should start producing a lot of planks for the, well, some for the Cooper production and some for just selling straight away. The spawn area is not very big though. Is this the spawn area? Wow, we're going to be moving pallets constantly if that is the case. And it's half on there as well. Is that because of not being placed in a perfectly flat area or not? It looks flat though. Yeah, I think it should be alright there. Hoping that'll be okay. I've never built this one before, this is all new to me. I've never built this sawmill before or used it before, so I don't know exactly everything about it, but I'm hoping that that is going to be okay. But yeah, now we need some wood, because yeah, that's what we're really lacking. So I'll head back to where the American elm are, and I'll cut a few more of those down. They are not the easiest to pull though, as you'll have seen. They are very, very wide. They get caught a lot on all of the gates and stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Well, yeah, as you can see and as I predicted, it is a bit of a nightmare moving these things. Don't worry, we will not be doing these forever. Like I said, we've got loads of good oak trees around this area in this field, so we won't be dragging them too far at all, and they're much, much, much easier to move than what these are. These are awful. They are really bad. I don't know why they're so hard to move, but they're just so messy and get caught on everything. But yeah, luckily this is not going to be our main type of tree that we're going to be moving with this. This is just using up wood that we've got available that's of a decent size. But yeah, once these oak trees are full size, we'll definitely be using those instead. I'm hoping it won't be too much longer. I'm actually surprised that they're not fully grown already, because I thought oak trees were the fastest growing trees, but I think they may have slowed them down. I don't know for sure, I'm only guessing, but it does feel like they are a little bit slower than what they used to be, possibly. But yeah, I don't know for sure on that. It just feels like they're slower. Anyway, this is not the best intake point either for this sawmill. It's very strange, this sawmill. It's not very big, but apparently it's much better. It's certainly more expensive. 300,000 as opposed to 150,000, so I'm hoping it's worth the investment. But what we're going to do, we haven't got that much wood in there at the moment, so what we're going to do is just activate the short planks and get them to go across to the Cooper production. So it's not that one, it's this one here. So we've got 27,000 litres out of all those trees that we just did then. We're going to activate just the normal planks and change that to distributing and see how long it takes for it to get through 27,000 litres. Obviously if we had a full load, full sawmill, we would be activating everything and having them either storing or also selling. But at the moment we haven't really got enough wood for that, but we will do it at some point, I'm sure. It won't be too long before these oak trees are fully grown. I may bring some more across, but I think you've probably seen enough tree moving for the time being. So we'll just leave that for a minute and we'll get into the lorry while we're waiting for the rain to stop. And I'm going to sell some more of these products from the Cooper production because they are quite profitable. So we need to move into the correct field, of course. That needs sorting out again. Just do the lowering of the bed. It's X, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. That's straightened that up. And I'm pretty sure that fixes it every time. It's just a weird glitch it seems to have. Pressing X seems to sort it. So yeah, like I say, I will get this loaded up with the Cooper products and we'll get them sold. Possibly I'll get the SAWMILL products loaded as well. Sorry about the lag as usual. Yeah, so we'll get some products loaded up anyway and get them sold today and get some money back in the account because that did use up quite a lot of money buying that sawmill. Yeah, anyway, I'll get on with this now and hopefully we'll be able to continue the harvest fairly soon.
He's such a lion searching prey, sweet talking dirty on the floor, look like an honest copy paste. Swarm around my head, look the way he goes, buzzing like he thinks that he's my hero. Thinking of taking a break, shutting it down to refresh. Honey, it's all for the better. Oh no, so spit it out to my face. It's okay, I've been busy working late, unrehearsing my faith, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. I'm busy loving myself. I've been prioritizing, and you don't make it on that list. Don't get offended, baby. It's just a self-reviving thrift. Swarm around my head, look the way he goes, buzzing like he thinks that he's my hero. Thinking of taking a break, shutting it down to refresh. Honey, it's all for the better. Oh no, so spit it out to my face. It's okay, I've been busy working late, unrehearsing my faith, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to.
Okay, we've got a few of the bathtubs loaded up, but the combine has just finished. I got it going again quickly just to finish it off, and it is now finished, so that needs to be unloaded. Oh, actually it hasn't quite finished. It said it had finished, but it's missed a little bit. We'll get that bit done, and then I will get it unloaded, and we can then move it on to the next field, which is the canola field. There we go, now it's done, I think. Let's just double check the field. Oh, there's a few little bits over there. Might as well go and get them. We need every grain that we can get to keep this mill going. So yeah, we'll go and finish off the last little bit of the crop, and then we'll move it to the canola field once we've unloaded it into the trailer, which I'll have to go and get again. And when we've got the combine going again, we will move or continue moving the auger in. This lag is really bad as well. It makes everything very hard work. Loading all the pallets everything's just hard with lag. It makes it a lot harder. Anyway, yes, we will get the rest of the SAWMILL products, or some of the SAWMILL products loaded. Probably not everything, depending on how much space we've got on the bed of the lorry. We'll get that loaded on, and we're going to take that to be sold. Probably go to the nearest sell point to save a bit of time. That depends on the prices really. We need to go through the gateway, which is over here, and then I will just leave it in a place where we can unload it, and I will then get it going on the helper again in the next field. Well, just checking the prices now we've got it all loaded. This is my closest sell point, and it's not the best price for the wood beams or the long planks. In fact, it's the worst price for the long planks, unfortunately. But it is the best price for the bathtubs. So yeah, by just a bit anyway. So we're going to go there. We're going to go to the nearest one just to save time. I don't want to risk flipping this over, because if I flip this over now, I'll not be happy. So this is a lot of wood on this. It's a big load. This probably my biggest load I've done with this vehicle so far. So it is quite risky, and I'm not going to risk it. As entertaining as it would be, I am not doing it. We're just going to go to the nearest sell point and hope for the best. No, it's already going. Oh no. So pressing X to sort it, but it's not good. So yeah, I'm definitely only going to this nearest sell point with this amount of wood on it. But we'll hope for the best and get some good money for this, hopefully. I think we'll be okay. I don't want to speak too soon, but we're not going far, so I'm not even going to reverse it. I'm just going to drive straight forwards into the sell point, and it should be fine, I hope. Oh, here we go. Right. Even that short distance was a bit nerve-wracking. But yeah, that's good. 125,000 plus an £8,800 bonus. I'm sure that bonus environmental score reward is going up. Now I've improved my environmental score. Right, okay, so that's done. Lag continues, of course. But yes, we've got all that lot sold, which is a good bonus, or good chunk of money coming in there, which is really useful. Which has brought me back up to £166,000 in the bank, because I was very low. Oh my goodness, what's going on now? Right. Yes, so what we need to do now, for some reason I've lost all my steering. Maybe pressing X again. I can't make this turn, it just keeps lifting up on the... There we go. Yeah, it was that again. Very strange. And well, it's a combination of that and the lag, I think. But anyway, yes, that's done. So we're going to now go back onto the tractor and trailer, and we'll get the combine unloaded. We'll get the grain tipped in the mill. We've got a bit more wheat to put in the mill from that last field, and then we can go and unload the combine with the canola, which is going to the other mill, which will be our oil mill. Now we've got two mills running to speed them both up. There we go. We'll leave that there for now, and we'll go to the Kubota, which is here. We'll get that spun round, go and unload this small amount of wheat, and then go back to the combine. that is the final field harvested for today then. That's all the fields that we had actually ready to harvest all done, and this canola, like I said, is going to this mill. So this one's going to be my oil mill in the future, and the other one is my flour mill. That will be distributing directly to the bakery, and this one will be spawning the pallets here still like we were doing in the past, and we'll be moving these when the price is good in the winter to sell them. So we'll get that tipped and we can get this activated. Not too much canola there, but it will produce a few pallets. Let's go to the mill, so old grain mill, and we're going to activate canola oil. There we go, and store that. So we've already got almost a pallet in storage. Actually, there's not going to be long before we get a pallet. How much more canola actually have we got to harvest though? Not a lot, I don't think. Or none. Oh dear. Yes, so we're not going to have much canola oil this year, but we'll get a few. We'll get a few out of it. Yeah, only one canola field. Unless, of course, I buy some more. There are some good fields around still. Not many, but there are the odd one or two which have a decent sort. That one's pretty good, but I think that's potatoes. Yes, we don't want to do that. Well, I know there are still a few. Somebody did send me all the fields that have good soil types. There are a few. It's just finding them. But we're finishing now anyway, so we'll discuss that next time maybe. Oh yeah, here we go, up here. These ones are, well, that one's pretty good. I'd probably like to buy that one at some point. It's got no crop in it at the moment though, so that's not much use. And there's that one all the way up there. It's a very long way away though. And it is, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm struggling a bit with time to get everything done. It is quite labour intensive, shall we say now. There's a lot to think about and a lot to do. I'm trying to keep on top of selling stuff, producing stuff, harvesting, cultivating, weeding, all that sort of stuff, spraying, to keep all my fields in good condition as well. There's a lot to do, so I don't want to take on too much land that I can't cope with it, because that would be a waste of money really. But yeah, I think at the moment I'm pretty happy with how things are going overall. I haven't checked Daggerwin's money to see if he's hit 1 million yet. I imagine he probably has. He seems to have stopped spending his money though for some reason. I'm not quite sure what he's saving up for, but yeah, he's certainly doing well for money at the moment. But I can't imagine he's bought anything. Not a lot anyway, unless he's bought something today that I don't know about. But yeah, he's certainly well overtaken me on the money side, but not necessarily on the overall income. Because although I haven't sold an awful lot recently, I do have a lot of goat's milk to sell, a lot of bread to sell, which I'll be doing in the winter or later in the year anyway. Let's just finish off by checking the money. Yes, he's hit 1.2 million. He's got some serious money coming in, but he's obviously not spending any money on anything. I don't know. You'll have to watch his video to find out. I actually have no idea myself what he's doing, but he seems to be just making loads of money from his sawmills and not spending anything. So I don't know whether he's got a trick up his sleeve or what the plan is with that. But anyway, I've been trying to diversify into different things to try and keep it interesting as well as trying to earn a lot of money as well. But I think I've finished spending now for the time being, at least on productions. I think 2 large sawmill, 1 large sawmill, 1 big sawmill, and or whichever way you want to look at it, 2 sawmills anyway. The goat's milk, dairy, the bakery, and all that sort of stuff. The mills. I think I'm doing okay, even though my money is not saying it is. But anyway, we'll leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.